Hi everybody, my name is Mason, also known as Way, and I am here for HighGroundTV. And today, my fantastic guest is Mr. Zyori himself. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing fabulous. This is the International 4. It would have to be a very bad day for me to be having a bad day right about now.
Unfortunately, we did just see EG drop game one, but it's okay. They'll come back. We all bleed blue here at HighGroundTV. You know, they say that we had to be unbiased, but, well.
Is that what they said? You guys had to be unbiased? Is that a rule?
That's what I've heard, some rumors that, you know, they ask casters to be very unbiased, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm not a caster, so I can be as biased as I please.
So you've been cheering for EG this whole time?
I have been.
I called a DK EG finals, 3-2, DK taking it. My prediction was wrong, and I'm very sad.
I wish it were that, though. I do wish.
That's a good final series. That's the Summit Finals all over again.
It's the dream.
It's the dream.
So I'm here talking with Zyori today about something that a lot of us have sort of seen around TI4. Maybe we don't understand it as well as we should, so we're hoping that'll give us some perspective. The cosplay. We've seen some absolutely fantastic costumes around, from a really badass Kunkka to some great Lenas. And Zyori is somewhat of the cosplay expert, coming from, you know, the huge Han cosplay background and doing a lot of the cosplay interviews for BTS. So just tell me about the cosplay scene. Why do people do this, you know?
So cosplay is kind of an interesting thing, and like you, I didn't get it for a long time. I've always been one that didn't really like costumes. I'm not a big Halloween kind of guy, you know, I wasn't a big theater dude. I actually worked, I was at a lull of my content, and I was trying to find something new, and I realized there was this huge group of League of Legends cosplayers, and they're so passionate, they're so vibrant, the Facebook community, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's six-figure Facebook accounts, some in the millions. And there's no content around it. So I did a League of Legends podcast with some cosplayers, and didn't really go so well. Most cosplayers look great on camera, but when it comes to talking and having, you know, dialogue, not quite so much. But I learned a lot about cosplayers, and I found out it's really just like any other art form, any other form of expression, just like drawing, just like music. Fashion is a thing, and a lot of the cosplayers take a lot of pride in handcrafting their designs. You know, they actually sew their jackets, they look at the models and they put it together, and it takes literally months. And I found the demographic that really appeal to being cosplayers are people that feed off the attention, like us casters. You know, that sort of attention, being in front of an audience, really drives you, and people that also just really enjoy sewing and the challenge of looking at a digital model and bringing it to life.
I mean, I'll admit that I don't know a whole lot about cosplay. It's sort of the first time that I've really been exposed to it firsthand, I'd say, but I'm so impressed with what people have come up with. Everything from, you know, a full-blown Legion commander to Kunkka. There's a Sven walking around here, numerous Lenas. It's really just incredible the amount of effort that they put into these and how incredibly good they come out.
Yeah, it's, you know, one thing that Riot does really well is they pay very close attention to people in their community that are very passionate about the game and want to express themselves. Maybe you're not good at the game, but you're a great artist, and they really cater to that. And they do fashion shows, PAX East. It feels like an exponential growth every year of how many League cosplayers, you know, all the way from five. Like this year there were literally 400 League of Legends cosplayers.
That's an incredible amount.
I sort of made that number up, but it's in the hundreds.
It sounds good, though.
It's like 300 to 500, at least 300 minimum. It's absurd how many there are. And, you know, they give them little trophies and little things. It's not a contest, it's a fashion show. Don't get confused, Mason. I know it's confusing. It's not a contest. Cosplay is about having fun.
Not a competition.
I actually don't dig on cosplay competitions. It's so subjective. You know, if you had 5 Kunkkas lined up, you could say, okay, who's closest to the model? That, I think, is a competition. But when you have a Kunkka, and then you have somebody from Marvel, then somebody from, League of Legends, how do you compare them? That's what I don't like about cosplay competitions. That's a little off topic, though. I don't know, it's kind of incredible to just see the passion that goes into the projects that they do. I talked to the Kunkka that you referenced earlier, and I asked him sort of the same thing. That was his first cosplay. So what appealed to you? And he said, I just love that feeling when I walk into a venue and that first person that sees me is like, Kunkka, you're real. Oh my God. And he said, it's just amazing to be able to contribute to the event in a way that I'm bringing Dota to life. And he said, to me, that's really cool and really powerful.
Now, you've really made it your mission to sort of go around here and find all these cosplayers and sort of seek out the best of the best. If you had to pick, I'm not going to say the best one because that's entirely subjective, but what's been your favorite one so far?
Well, I'm partial to cosplayers that want to get into character a little bit. We've been focusing this entire event on kind of gathering the atmosphere of TI4. For us, it's like Key Arena. I've been to 8 MLGs, I've been to 4 PAXs, I've been to a ton of events, and I've never experienced anything like this in the context of esports. So for me, being in charge of how we were going to do media coverage, I wanted to capture more of the atmosphere. We've got Hotbid doing great interviews. You know, you've got Cyborg Matt doing great player interviews. So we wanted to focus more on the community, and cosplayers are a part of that. And tonight or tomorrow, we're going to roll out our cosplay video where we interviewed a lot of them. I'm partial to the ones that want to get into character. You know, I love it when I say, "Give me your Kunkka impression," and they go, "Arr, Tidebringer," or whatever the fuck Kunkka says. You know, the ones that are like, I don't really do any lines, I'm kind of like, well, then what are you doing? You know, come on, man, give me that passion, show me that character. I really liked that Kunkka. He was pretty incredible. When I saw him, I said, "Hey, Kunkka, you're awesome." The first thing he said was, "Arr!" You know, that really likes me. The Legion Commander that you mentioned as well, Fwash, she's incredible. FWOSA, you should look her up. She's incredible. She does Dota comics. She does cosplay. She was a TA here last year. And I love that she did Legion Commander. I also like people that do cosplays that are different. You know, we see a lot of Lenas, a lot of CMs, and no hate for those cosplayers out there, but I like people that push the envelope. I saw Necrophos earlier, and I asked him, why Necrophos? He said, I tried to find a Necrophos, and literally I could not find a picture of a Necrophos cosplay on the internet. So I fucking did it. And I can appreciate that.
All right, absolutely. So to wrap it up, if there's some maybe cosplayers watching that are maybe a little bit nervous to jump into that character and come to this event and really do it, you know, they've been thinking about it, but they need that little bit of a push. What's that push that you can give them? What can you say to encourage them?
Wow, that's a really good question, because I'm sure there are a lot of people thinking about, I'd love to do that, but I don't know what I would do. Confidence is the key, and you are the star. If you put on that costume, people, they love it, they like it, and they want pictures of you in that character. They want pictures of themselves with that character. Just do it. And I'm sorry for cursing too much, but there's a great line that I love. Just fucking do it. You know, people ask us all the time, how can I break into esports? How can I become a caster? How do I start becoming an esports journalist? Just fucking do it. Stop asking me and do it. If you want to cosplay, you know, look some stuff up. There's a lot of great tutorials out there. If, you know, there's not a huge amount of cosplay in the Dota space, look elsewhere. Look at the League of Legends space. Even if you're not modeling that same character, you can still use the same sort of a process that they use. And there's a lot more in that sort of a region. But my advice is just do it, man. Put on the costume and YOLO.
You heard it here first, folks. Just fucking do it and YOLO, straight from the mouth of Zayori. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me about this. I think we've all gotten to learn a little bit and appreciate better the people around here walking in costume. So thank you so much. Again, my name is Mason, White Elephant Hills. You can follow me on Twitter at WEHDota. This is Zayori, and you can find him at ZayoriTV on Twitter. Please follow both of us. We love all of you, and this is why we do it. We do it for the fans. HighGroundTV, signing off.